Hey, I'm Kev Kermascon. Welcome back to WRC 7 and the careers. We're in Italy for round 6 or 7 of the season already. It's gone by so quick, we've already forgotten. But last time out, we were in Portugal. We're getting to a rhythm with this Citroen. Grabbed another couple of stage victories, and we're challenging right out there for the podium, being a consistent podium challenger and in the top 5 at least as well, results-wise. So let's see what we can do in Italy. A short rally, look at that, just 4 stages, and we begin with the super special stage, but it's all gravel. So let's do the settings we had in Portugal, which is make the springs are slightly stiffer, same with the shock absorbers, and then for gear ratio, not going to change anything, but for the handbrake tap power, make that slightly stronger, same for the brake strength as well, brake bias in the middle. So let's head to the super special stage. Let's see if we can get off to a fast start with the short blast.
Hairpin right, don't cut, 13 into jump. Right 6, keep out, tightens 2, short, 13. Open hairpin right, into left 4, short. Acute hairpin left, don't cut, and hairpin right, don't cut, haystack out, opens, 40. Caution, right 3, into acute hairpin right, haystack in, into left 1, 30. Right 2, short, and caution, hairpin left, don't cut, into right 7, keep in, and left 1, short, don't cut. And hairpin right, don't cut, 13 into jump. Right 6, keep out, tightens 2, short, 13, open hairpin right, into left 4, short. Acute hairpin left, don't cut, and hairpin right, don't cut, haystack out, opens, 40. Caution, right 3, into acute hairpin right, haystack in, into left 1, 13. Right 2, short, and caution, hairpin left, don't cut, into right 7, keep in. And left 1, short, don't cut, into finished.
Really, I'm not the biggest fan of the stage, so tight and twisty, but still off to a good start in third, just 0.6 of a second third, and Ojev Novo in second. Of course, it's those two at the top, with Tanak in 4th, Sordo 5th, Latvia 6th, Breen 7th, Evans 8th, the Ferb in 9th, and Lappi running out the top 10 ahead of Hayden, padding by a second and a half, as it is Prokop who's actually best of the older spec vehicles. And we've already achieved the rally objective, which was to rank at least 3rd in the super special stage. So that's another rally objective done and dusted. As Crazy Vince says, hey, kind of like, you've got style, but would you be able to drift for more than 100 meters? I think I tried that a couple of times into those hairpins on that stage, but we've got to repair the tyres, a little bit of the brakes, engine, suspension, and the bodywork. Let's now head into the epic stage, the only cloudy stage, if I remember correctly, as it is 8.27 kilometers long. It is some dusty gravel. We're going to be using the ripers a lot. And we've got, as I say, we've got to be careful of the track limits as well, the road limits, should I say, and making sure we don't clip the side of the banks like we did a couple of times in Portugal. Let's see if we can keep it on the straight and narrow.
30, flat right, keep in, and left 3, don't cut, and right 3, downhill, don't cut, 30, caution. Left 3, over bumps, into right 7, hard brake, into left 3, don't cut, opens, and kinks, into flat right, 40, left 8, long, 30, right 9, into left 8, 50, into right 5, narrows, over crest, very long, right 4, short, into left 3, short, 40, right 6, long, over crest, opens, left 5, short, over crest, into right 3, crest, into left 5, short, downhill, into right 6, 30, right 6, don't cut, opens, into left 4, long, keep in, right 4, opens, and kinks, 20, right 6, into left 8, tightens, and right 6, don't cut, and left 8, short, right 6, tightens, into left 6, short, 50, and right 6, keep in, into left 4, short, 30, flat left, over crest, and left 7, bumps, opens, 30, left 6, opens, 50, right 5, tightens, long, and left 4, short, tightens, into right 7, 30, brake, right 3, don't cut, tightens, and left 1, into acute hairpin right, opens, and left 7, over crest, big jump, and left 4, short, tightens, very long, over crest, into right 5, keep in, into junction, left 5, short, 70, and right 5, short, and left 4, keep in, opens, and flat right, into left 5, keep in, over crest, 40, right 8, and left 6, long, into kinks, 40, caution, brake, through gate, into square left, into right 9, very long, tightens, rock in, 30, left 5, short, opens, 200, right 4, short, opens, 40, left 6, tightens, 40, caution, brake, 40, hairpin right, don't cut, opens, long, into left 6, over crest, and left 4, tightens, very long, over crest, and right 7, into left 7, long, tightens 3, short, over crest, and right 4, into left 6, long, 50, caution, brake, square left, opens, don't cut, 50, left 8, and right 7, tightens, long, into left 5, tightens, over crest, into right 5, long, house in, tightens, over bumps, left 9, tightens 4, don't cut, into right 2, over crest, left 8, over bumps, and square left, narrows, opens, 30, left 4, short, right 6, over bump, into flat left, short, over crest, into right 7, very long, tightens 5, left 8, into right 8, and left 9, into right 7, short, 40, left 7, into kinks, 60, left 6, into right 5, short, 30, into kinks, left 3, narrows, don't cut, and right 7, brake, square left, opens, and left 7, and left 5, short, into right 4, very long, into left 8, long, tightens, into right 7, 50, into left 4, long, opens, 40, and finished. As
yeah, not one of my best stages. Again, I got caught out with that downhill. It says it's a 5 left, so I was thinking, oh, I've accomplished it now, but of course it's downhill, and so I just go straight on like an idiot out of it. And so yeah, we went off there, had a couple of little offs as well, going wide. And again, I think I said this last season with the Mini, again the pace has been very inconsistent, sometimes very early and then sometimes very late as well, like into that right hand hairpin where we had a slight off and a bit on 2 wheels as well. But we're still in the top 5, 21.5 seconds third, and Latvia, who's 2.5 seconds faster than Ocean. Look at Breen in third, 10.6 seconds back. We've got Tanak in 4th and Sordo in 6th, around 7 seconds behind myself. And then we've got Evans in 7th, Lappy 8th, Osberg 9th, Padden in 10th, Meek in 11th, and Nerville. Oh Terry, what have you done? You've handed the championship to O'Shea, have you, once again with an off on the epic stage, as best of the rest goes back to Gorban. Seems like Prokorov's 50 minutes of fame is over in the Ukrainians' eyes. So overall we are 5th, 20 seconds behind Latvia, who's 0.3 of a second ahead of O'Shea, and Breen, our teammate Breen did best, Citroen in 3rd, and in the podium place is 4.7 seconds ahead of Tanak, who we're 2.3 seconds behind, and we're around 8 seconds ahead of Sordo. Evans in 7th, Lappy in 8th, Osberg in 9th, and Padden rounds out the top 10 by just under 20 seconds ahead of Meek. So that's who we expected to be caught out with that stage, isn't it? What has Nerville done? As we got to repair the engine, brakes, tyres, suspension and bodywork heading into the final day. We've got a couple of stages to tackle, but that epic stage wasn't really epic, was it? But you saw I was very cautious after those early on, so I just wanted to make sure I get the car back in one piece. I wasn't making too many mistakes that part of that stage. And as I said, not really trusting the pace notes either, but let's see if we can trust them on the Monte Lerno stage. 4.12 kilometers on, got some cloudy conditions for this tough gravel.
30, flat right, keep in, and left 3, don't cut, and right 3, downhill, don't cut, 30, caution, left 3, over bumps, into right 7, hard brake, into left 3, don't cut, opens, and kinks, into flat right, 40, left 8, long, 30, right 9, into left 8, 50, into right 5, narrows, over crest, very long, right 4, short, into left 3, short, 40, right 6, long, over crest, opens, left 5, short, over crest, into right 3, crest, into left 5, short, downhill, into right 6, 30, right 6, don't cut, opens, into left 4, long, keep in, right 4 opens and kinks, 20, right 6, into left 8, tightens, and right 6, don't cut, and left 8, short, right 6, tightens, into left 6, short, 50, and right 6, keep in, into left 4, short, 30, flat left, over crest, and left 7, bumps, opens, 30, left 6, opens, 50, right 5, tightens, long, and left 4, short, tightens, into right 7, 30, brake, right 3, don't cut, tightens, and left 1, into acute hairpin right, opens, and left 7, over crest, big jump, and left 6, into right 5, and right 3, don't cut, tightens, into flat left, 40, left 3, short, 40, right 4, don't cut, and left 8, 70, left 3, very long, over crest, tightens, and right 4, long, into finished.
Not another good stage there, has got caught out with that bump again after that fast section. You saw on the episode, you had to avoid a car that was crashed there. That was Nervo's car. But this time he just went over that bump, and that's the difficult thing about these Italy stages, just where the bumps are. They tend to be on like just around the braking zone, so if you down them improperly like we did there, the car just points to the sky, asks God for help, or respawns, and then we get going again. But not a poor stage. 8th, 17.4 seconds behind OJ. Nervo bangered up after that epic stage. He's in second, just over a second behind his arch nemesis, with Latvia in third, Sordo 4th, Tanak 5th, Evans 6th, Breen in 7th, just over 3 seconds faster than us. Then we've got Lappy in 9th, and Meek running out the top 10 has, in this like Gorburn's back to being best of the rest and better than El Qasimi, is heading into the power stage, the last stage of the rally. We're 4 seconds behind Danny Sordo. We're 10 seconds off a podium, which Breen occupies, but just 0.8 of a second ahead of Tanak. And then we got fantastic battle for the victory between OJ and Latvia, separated by less than 2 seconds. And we've got a gap of 8.4 seconds to Evans behind. We've got Lappy in 8th, Osberg and 9th, and Meek running out the points. We're just over 10 seconds ahead of Padden. So we've got battles everywhere. Has Gorburn's best of the rest from the older spec vehicles, and just behind Al Qasimi by 3.4 seconds. So how's this going to shake out then in the power stage? Will we win another power stage for the 3rd time in a row?
100, right 5, don't cut, 40, and left 8, short, into right 6, long, 30, left 3, tightens, don't cut, very long, into right 7, keep in, 50, into kinks, and right 7, opens, 30, right 7, short, tightens 4, into square right, narrows, into left 7, narrows, keep in, 30, right 3, opens, 30, left 5, into right 7, narrows, 30, kinks, 40, into right 8, into kinks, 50, left 7, short, and left 7, short, cut, into right 8, and left 5, very long, keep in, right 8, short, into bump, and left 7, long, tightens, over crest, right 5, opens, into caution, brake, square right, and kinks, 100, and left 7, tightens 2, very long, right 3, long, opens, 40, caution, bump, left 5, very long, over crest, and right 6, over crest, tightens, into left 8, long, tightens 5, 40, right 8, 40, caution, brake, square right, opens, 80, right 9, long, tightens 6, and left 5, tightens, long, into right 5, short, opens, over crest, 30, flat right, tightens 8, and left 6, don't cut, and right 3, long, don't cut, opens, 60, over crest, right 8, tightens, into left 6, hard brake, 20, hairpin left, don't cut, 60, and right 7, tightens, short, 30, left 5, long, tightens, 150, right 5, tightens, and left 6, rock in, very long, caution, brake, square right, through gate, narrows, right 8, don't cut, tightens, long, 30, into left 8, don't cut, 40, flat left, into right 5, long, over crest, into kinks, right 6, and right 5, into left 7, 100, caution, left 8, tightens 6, narrows, 30, and left 7, over crest, 40, right 6, don't cut, and caution, hard brake, hairpin left, opens, uphill, 40, one of our tyres just punctured, right 8, over crest, 30, left 8, over crest, into right 7, and left 3, over crest, and right 3, over crest, keep in, 30, and right 2, don't cut, into flat left, and finished.
That was wonderful timing for the tyre to puncture right at the end of the stage, but I also saw that we outbraked ourselves into the hairpin. Because we got that cool start late because the tyre was punctured, but still, grabbed the power stage point. 5.4 seconds then Nervo, who managed to salvage something from this wretched rally. With Latvia in second by 1.4 seconds, and Tanak in third, ahead of Ogier, down in fourth in the power stage. I don't often see that. And we just beat Sordo to the power stage one by over 2 seconds. We've got Evans 7th, Padden in 8th, and in 9th, Osberg in 10th. Brilliant outside of the top 10, 31.2 seconds back. Oh, dreadful stage for Brian. And also Lappy crashing out in the Toyota. So overall we end up in 5th, just under 2 seconds behind Sordo. Oh, we'll get you next time, Danny. And 13.4 seconds ahead of Evans as Breen dropped down to 7th in the end. Oh, Craig. There's Osberg in 8th, Padden in 9th, Meek ran out the top 10, making it 3 Citroens in the top 10. The third just outside of the points by around 36 seconds. And Meek beat Hannon into that final point by 18.6 seconds. And you see Gorban best of the rest in 14th. Oh yeah, because not just Nervo, but Lappy crashed out. So fantastic result from Gorban. Once again ahead of Al Qasimi, despite being an older spec Mini. And 13.4 seconds ahead of the UAE driver. Has ahead of us, ahead of Danny, was Tanak on the podium, running out by around 10 seconds. And then Latvia, oh, Matty, talk about a comeback after the last rally, winning it ahead of Ogier by 1.8 seconds. Fantastic from the Toyota driver, as he now builds that gap to us by around 26 seconds. But we've got a 10-point gap to 26 seconds, 26 points, should I say. Then 10 points to Sordo behind. We've got Evans and 7th, Breen in 8th. Once again, solid points, but oh, could have been so much better. Then you've got Padden in 9th, Meek in 10th, back on the scoreboard, Lappy in 11th, Forsberg 12th, Fur 13th, and in 14th, Batelli, best of the non-point scorers, with Gorban up to 60 ahead of El Qasimi. Then have us in the stand ahead of Latvia is Tanak by just 6 points ahead of the Finn. Talk about turnaround. He's under threat from us after the last rally. Now he's on the aggression, on the attack to Tanak. And the M Sport driver is 25 points behind Nervo. He's 37 points behind Ogier. As we're around halfway through this season. Is that already the death blow for the Belgians' chances of winning the title? As let's look in the other categories as we're at the halfway mark. So in WRC2, Tiedeman's won every rally he's entered and leads by 35 points ahead of Eric Committee. You've got Vegi being 3rd, Sunny in 4th, Kopecky 5th, Nicholson 6th, Russell 7th. Then you've got the pole in 8th, then Bergquist in 9th, and Lebet in 10th. Let's look at all those Skodas in the top 10. You do have 3 Fords though, a couple of Citroens, but 5 Skodas. Then just outside of the top 10, you've got the home hero from Poland, and then you've got Basso in 12th. And you've got the Frenchman in the Peugeot in 30, and you've got Vatten in 40, Gilbert 15th. Hawaii, our former teammate, just ahead of his teammate, Katsuda. And then you've got Greenspiff in 18th, Bonato in 19th, and Tempestini at the back in the Citroen. Not a good season for the Romanian Italian. Has in the Junior WRC just had 2 rounds, and in its Niels Lunds is leading once again, 2 points ahead of our former teammate, with the other Frenchman in 3rd, and got Ranscher in 4th, the German 5th, then the Estonian in 6th, Duggan in 7th, Van Ray 8th, Wagner 9th, and then we've got Sebastian rounding out the standings. So once again achieved the rally objective. See, when we have to achieve them, it's going to be on a good streak now, as morale and efficiency are still very good. Drifting more than 100 metres is no easy feat. There's crazy events, no doubt about that, on that very tight and twisty Italian stage. All those bumps and very easy to go off and make mistakes. Great results. Morale is sky high, so keep up the efforts. Team were very happy though with another top 5. So let's see what we can do in Rally Poland next time out. We're going from some tight and twisty gravel to some high speed gravel, the second fastest rally on the calendar, and a very epic stage. 23.18 kilometers long with 85% gravel, 50% tarmac. It is mental. I remember in the mini I was holding on for dear life. What we're going to do in the Citroen, see the first tree and go right into it. As on the second day, we got the super special stage of 2.5 kilometers long, all on tarmac. On the final day, you got 6.73 kilometer long, 9% gravel stage, 10% tarmac. And then the final stage, 8% gravel, 20% tarmac, 8.28 kilometers long. And National Rally Championship actually for Poland is tarmac, so it's going to be some hard tarmac as well. That's going to help with the speeds. It's not like what we saw in Italy or in Portugal, where it's very dusty gravel. It's just sits on the surface, hard, compact surface in Rally Poland, which helps establish those high speeds. But this epic stage I'm looking forward to and fearing as well in the Citroen. Let's see how we do next time out though. I hope you enjoyed another good rally in the Citroen. Let's see if we can do better in Poland. So, for watching, I'll see you then.